Ring you, Christopher Browell.
Now. This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message as I have been doing since the end of August. Today is the 11th of June 2024, and it's now been over 308 days that you've kidnapped my brother from my care and are holding him hostage and at ransom in your care facility by your proxy agents of Sunningdale. I'm ringing up today, as I've been doing every single day. I want to speak to my brother. What is now preventing me from speaking to my brother? You've clearly concocted a situation and a scenario in order to prevent me from having any contact with my brother. It's you, the local authority, that don't want to break our relationship apart, and you can't do that. You know you're not in a position to break a brother's biological relationships apart. I know you attempted previously to try to become Talib's nearest relative. You're not his nearest relative. I'm his nearest relative. You failed to achieve that in the courts. You failed to achieve anything in the courts, and what you have achieved is all done by stratagem and design and subterfuge and fraud, basically. I'm once again leaving yourself another daily message asking you, like, Eid's coming up. I need to speak to my brother. It's in my brother's best interest to have access to speak to me. Obviously, he was more than delighted to have me visit him the other day, a week ago, or over a week ago. Obviously, you and the authorities were planning to stage an event to entrap me, to find ways to ban me from visiting my brother, and that's all now failed. There's no justifiable reason why my brother cannot speak to me, even on the telephone. I mean, we've had a very positive contact on a Thursday, the 30th of May, and then 31st of May, Friday the 31st of May, Saturday the 1st of June, Sunday the 2nd of June, and then obviously I came to visit him on the 3rd of June. My brother wants to see me. You can't prevent me from seeing my brother like this, and the fact that you are doing so is clearly criminal and negligent on your part. I mean, why are you preventing me from seeing my brother? What legal justification is there now? I've not you the police have not found anything of neglect towards me. They've not charged me with anything. In fact, they've removed the bail conditions 9 months later. We're on month number 10. It's now coming to be 334 days. That's how long it took you to murder my mother, and you're quite clearly torturing my brother in this manner. You've basically kidnapped him and refusing to provide us with any legal rights that he has. I mean, I'm just making this clear to you, Mr. Browell, that even if when I was literally in prison, after you had falsely convicted me and sent me to prison, I could still on the telephone call my mother up and speak to my mother and my brother, who were the victims of my criminality. So even being in prison, incarcerated in prison in the UK, I could still speak to my brother and my mother. All right, there's nothing and that you would think, and they were the victims of my criminality. There is no criminal case right now. There's nothing. You have no evidence of anything, and you're preventing me from even speaking to my brother now on fabricated allegations that after I had visited, it had adversely affected him. Okay, if it had adversely affected him on the visits, then what's that got to do with me telephoning him? You've given the authority for me to speak to him on the 30th of May. You've given me and then I've spoken to him on the 30th of May, the 31st of May, the 1st of June, and the 2nd of June, where he's been desperately saying, "Come and collect me. I don't want to be here." You're holding him against his will. I've not seen any paperwork that you've got done a deprivation of liberty order. You've just basically any such order is not valid or true. It's all unlawful and illegal. I've not had any involvement as his primary carer. You've managed to this is just something that you've just concocted up, and I know how the court systems work. You can just pay the judges to retrospectively make any orders you deem necessary or fit for your benefit and purpose. This is all ridiculous. I am urging you to let me I'm urging you and imploring you to let me speak to my brother, even on the telephone, because he needs to be reassured that, where he is a safe environment. You're causing him unnecessary harm, alarm, and distress by refusing to allow me to speak to my brother. You are concocting situations and scenarios to prevent me from speaking to my brother, and you've now fully engaged with the process of targeting and victimizing me and persecuting me as a local authority, and targeting and victimizing my brother. My brother didn't even have any appropriate clothes. They smelt of urine. They've not been looking after him properly. They've not even cut his hair or cut his nails. It was quite diabolical, the situation I found my brother in 9 months later. And I would try to raise this to the police, but the police are not taking any notice, because it's all very well when you got somebody there like myself you can arrest and put into prison, but because you're the local authority and doing exactly the same thing and murdering people, and paying and are responsible for funding the West Yorkshire Police, they're not willing to do anything against yourself. And this is the reality of the situation we're facing. You are now holding my brother unlawfully for over 10 months now, and you're refusing to let me to speak to him. Why? What is the justification of this? Or while I was gone, and it's on your word alone that he was acting a bit, aggressively. My brother's not even an aggressive person. You're just simply concocting this scenario up. You're not explaining to him what his rights are. You are basically just treating him like a piece of object that you can put and place wherever you want. What is the legal basis of you removing him from my care, other than the fact that I was charging you the local authority £1 million a week? And once again, leaving yourself another daily message, and I have continued to do so until I have got some clarity. I mean, I know there was this gobbledygook that you were going to arrange a family visit for my brother. My sister's ringing up to speak to him. You're denying both my right to a private family life, my brother's right to a private family life, and my sister's right. We are a family unit. Those other lunatics that you have on board that are your commission lackeys, namely Shahida, nefarious council tenant Shahida, and
You
our
have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
our nefarious brother Adalat, and our nefarious sister Khalda, whose son you provide mental health services to. They're not my family unit, you understand? They are estranged from us. They've got their own life. I want to speak to you directly. Why are you refusing to engage with me or speak with me? What's the problem now? You were speaking to me before. You need to provide me the clarity of understanding and let me speak to my brother.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To message